welcome to Cards by Kendra. Today I'm excited to share with you this tutorial of a card that I made using the Picket Fence Studios Peekaboo Flower Stencil. I'm also excited to share that I've reached 100 subscribers on YouTube, so we'll be celebrating by doing a giveaway. You can win this stencil, flower dies, Distress Oxide Ink, and some butterfly embellishments. Everything that you see here, and these are all brand new products. I accidentally purchased these duplicates and didn't realize it, so I will be sending these to one lucky winner, and this is open to anyone in the world, not just United States. And you'll also receive the magnet sheet as you see there, and I know it's kind of hard to see in this video, but this is the stencil. Here's the one I used to make the card, but it is really pretty. So let's get started with the tutorial, and I will give you details on how you can enter to win this along the way. Okay, so I'm taking a box and I've placed my stencil inside, and I am going to be spraying this with some pixie spray, which is a low tack adhesive, and it helps to keep the stencil in place. And I'm trying to get it centered so that the circle and the lines are exactly straight. And I'm taking weathered wood, and I will be coloring the outside edges, and I noticed that I didn't quite get it straight, so I'm having to fix it here. But I'm applying the weathered wood all along the outside edges, and then I'll be taking the speckled egg and blending that in and kind of working towards the center. I'm using the Picket Fence life-changing blender brushes, and in between each color I am just wiping the brush on my microfiber towel. I decided to use these brushes because when you have a very intricate stencil like this one, it's much easier to apply the color. While I'm ink blending, I will share with you now what you need to do to win the prizes for this giveaway. First, you'll want to like the video, then subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber, and then make a comment below with which card tutorial video is your favorite of what I've posted so far. You can also earn additional entries into the drawing by subscribing to my blog post notification emails and following me on Instagram and liking my Facebook page. So for details on what you'll need to do for that, please click on the link below in the description box that will take you to my blog. The giveaway closes in 1 week on July 17th, 2020. I will announce the winners here on my YouTube channel, and the winner will have 1 week from the day I announce it to claim the prize. Now that I'm done applying the speckled egg around the very detailed parts of the stencil, I'm applying Victorian velvet to the center of this. So now I'm taking a piece of Nina Solar White cardstock that's 110 pounds, and I'm placing Thinking of You word dies and also trying to figure out placement of these flowers and a few of the leaves. I wasn't sure which one I was going to use at this time, but I ended up using the small one. But I went ahead and cut this out 3 times so that my word dies would have a little bit of dimension. I'm taking a scrap piece of the 110 pound cardstock, and I am rubbing the Tim Holtz Distress Embossing Dauber across the top and applying the Distress Embossing Glaze in Speckled Egg. I wanted to cover a large enough area so that I could cut the words Thinking of You out of this piece. Now I'm applying the heat tool to set this embossing glaze. Even though I ended up not using this particular leaf, I took all of the die cuts that I cut out earlier, and I am coloring the leaves with the speckled egg and then the flower pieces with the Victorian velvet. I've cut the Thinking of You word dies out of the embossed piece of cardstock, and I was having a little bit of trouble trying to get those out because it was a little bit sticky still, and so I tried using the piercer first and that didn't work, so I ended up using my Sizzix die brush on a foam pad, and that worked really well. I forgot to mention earlier that I put some of the Sizzix adhesive sheets on the back of the regular white cardstock before I die cut out these words. So now I'm just stacking the dies together, the die cuts together, so that it's a little bit thicker. So now I'm using my piercing tool and I am curving up the edges of each of the petals on all 3 of the flower pieces. I'm using a piece of Neenah Solar White 110-pound cardstock as my base that I have cut in half and scored down the middle. So now I'm going to be using this scoreboard to apply my card front to the base, and I'm using Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to do that. It gives me a few seconds to be able to get it in just the right place. So I'm using the corner of this so that I can line things up. Now I'm building the flower using the Nuvo glue adhesive pen, and I'm just putting a little bit in the center and I'm offsetting the petals. I'll be applying the Clear Wink of Stella glitter to the edges of those petals. I'm using the same glue pen to attach the words. The dots for the eyes were super tiny and I thought I'd lost them, but those were a little tricky to apply. Now I'm adhering the leaf, and I'm also going to be gluing on the flower, and now I'm going to be adding some embellishments. I'm using a light blue faceted gemstone that I bought from Hobby Lobby for the center of the flower. Now I'm applying Morning Dew Nuvo crystal drops just around different areas so that it will take on the color of the background and just to give it a little bit of extra flair. And this is my finished card. I hope you like it. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by commenting below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click on the red button. And I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this. Also follow me on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook at Cards by Kendra, and have a wonderful day.